She's in labor. Move. Move. Harris sprints through the underbrush, ducking branches and leaping roots, his radio crackling at his hip. Rain lashes through the treetops. Visibility is dropping fast. Up ahead, two rangers skid to a stop near the gorge fence. One points frantically toward the cliff edge. There, by the rocks, she's down. Binoculars snap up and there she is. Luma, the sanctuary's most dominant gorilla, lies crouched beneath a natural stone overhang, her massive body trembling with contractions. Her thick arms press against the muddy earth as another wave rolls through her. She growls low, guttural, primal. The team watches from a distance, silent, tense, soaked. They're not supposed to intervene unless it's life-threatening. But no one expected her to vanish just before giving birth. 3 days ago, Luma disappeared without warning. One moment she was basking near the watering hole, belly swollen, due any day. The next, gone. Security swept the inner perimeter. Drones scanned the enclosure. Nothing. Then this morning, tracks, massive prints, fresh and deep, led them here. Now the question isn't where she is, it's what happens next. Harris grips his radio. She's begun active labor. I need the medkit staged and tranquilizers on standby. No one approaches until I say. Another contraction hits. Luma hunches forward, knuckles digging into the stone. Her breathing grows faster, louder, the kind of sound that makes you forget there's a fence between you. Then she pauses, head lifts, eyes wide. She glances behind her into the darkness. What's she looking at? One of the rangers whispers. No one knows. Luma shifts position, twisting to one side. She lets out a sharp, rising vocalization, a sound none of them have heard before. Harris frowns. That's fear. Another surge. This time, her whole body contracts. Muscles ripple under thick fur. A final push and then movement. A slick, wriggling shape slides into the mud. Tiny, fragile, alive. Gasps echo through the radio channel. She's done it, but something's off. Luma doesn't reach for the newborn. She doesn't lift it, doesn't hold it. Instead, she's leaning to her left, reaching for something else. Something out of view. What is she doing? Suddenly, a second cry pierces the rain. Harris freezes. His heart skips. No way. He trains his binoculars again and sees it. Another infant. A second. Baby, lying motionless in the mud, barely breathing. Twins. The sanctuary hasn't seen a twin birth in 20 years, and most don't survive. Luma's arms hover between them, frozen in hesitation. The stronger twin wriggles, the weaker barely stirs. And Luma, she looks torn in half, rain batters the canopy. Harris slowly lifts his radio to his mouth. Get the med team ready. We've got a situation. Luma snarls. Low. Warning. Guttural. The rain hasn't let up. Water pools around the twins as steam rises off Luma's heaving back. She hovers protectively. Over them both, but still hasn't touched either. Her chest rises and falls like thunder. Her eyes, wild, scanning, calculating. A branch cracks in the forest behind her. She whips around, roaring into the dark, her massive frame rising to full height. The zookeepers flinch behind their camouflage blinds. She's on edge, Harris mutters. She thinks something's coming, but nothing emerges, nothing but rain. And still she doesn't pick them up. The stronger twin squirms, crying now, its tiny fists clenching mud. The second one lies still, barely a breath. A cold shiver of urgency spreads through the team. If they don't act soon, the weaker baby won't make it. But there's a problem. No one can get near her. Luma is one of the most dominant females the sanctuary has ever seen. She's known for breaking enclosure poles with her bare hands, for chasing off males twice her size, and now she's guarding newborns. Let me try, says Maya, the youngest, on the team. She steps forward, carrying a blanket soaked in Luma's scent, a cloth used to line her sleeping quarters. Harris shakes his head. She doesn't trust new faces. Luma grunts again, turning back toward her babies. Her massive hands twitch, fists opening and closing. Her whole body trembles. Not with pain now, but with something else. Indecision. She doesn't know what to do, Maya whispers. That's when Harris sees it. The truth. She's never had twins before, he mutters, blinking through the rain. She doesn't know she can care for both. In the wild, twins rarely survive. Mothers often choose the stronger one. It's instinct, cruel but ancient. Survival math. Luma lowers herself again. Slowly, carefully, she cradles the first baby against her chest. Instantly, it stops crying. Her body curves around it, shielding it from the storm. The second, still, motionless. Rain pelts its back. Its chest rises just once. She's leaving it, Maya breathes. Oh my God. No, Harris says firmly. Not yet. Luma glances at the limp infant again. Her brow furrows. Then something strange happens. She growls, but not at them, at herself. She takes one step toward the weaker twin, then stops. Her hand trembles mid-air. She's battling millions of years of instinct against a flicker of something. New compassion. And then her fingers close gently around the second baby. She lifts it, slowly, gently, cradles it beside the first. It doesn't move. Harris exhales. We need to get it warm. She's too late. But then, a sound. So faint it could be wind. A tiny rasping wheeze, a cough. The weaker twin moves. A twitch. Stretch. A fragile hand curls into Luma's fur. She doesn't move, doesn't flinch, just pulls them tighter. 2 heartbeats against her chest. And then Luma finally rests. The sun breaks through the clouds, but tension holds. Luma sits motionless beneath the alcove, cradling both infants against her chest. Her breathing has slowed. Her shoulders no longer tremble, but her eyes, they never stop scanning. From their blind spot, Harris wipes the lens of his binoculars, squinting to confirm what no one dared hope. She took them both, he mutters. She chose them both. That's when the problem starts. The stronger twin begins to nurse, but the second, still too weak, can't latch. It cries faintly, squirming against Luma's body. Her hand moves to comfort it, but the infant writhes. It's fading again. Maya leans toward Harris. If it doesn't nurse soon, I know. He cuts in. We'll lose it. Inside the team tent, medical support preps formula and neonatal gear. But none of it matters unless Luma lets them get close. And she won't. She shifts, turning her back toward the forest path, placing her entire body between the twins and the team. It's protective, it's primal, it's dangerous, then it gets worse. Drones picking up movement, says Ranger Eli, eyes glued to the monitor. North quadrant. Something's out there. Harris rushes over. The thermal cam lights up red. A large heat signature, closing fast. What is that? Maya whispers. Then she sees it. A silverback. Not from this troop. He's enormous. His presence wasn't even detected during morning. Sweeps. But now, he's here, crossing the outer ridgeline. Eyes locked on Luma. Where did he come from? Harris hisses. Has to be one of the older rogue males. Escaped detection. Maybe jumped territory, Eli answers, breathless. If he smells those babies, Harris finishes grimly, then this becomes a fight. Because male gorillas, especially outsiders, don't accept babies that aren't theirs. In the wild, they kill them to reset the female's cycle. And Luma? She can't run. She's just given birth. The male emerges at the edge of the rocks, eyes low, shoulders swaying. He grunts, a sound like gravel and thunder. Luma turns slowly, her entire body rises. The twins are tucked behind her now, hidden. She pounds her chest, once, twice, echoing through the clearing. The male doesn't flinch. He steps closer. Zookeepers go silent. We need to intervene, Eli says. No, Harris growls. She's standing her ground. Let her do it. Luma snarls, baring her teeth. She steps forward. Fists clenched, muscles rippling through fur. The male hesitates, growls. Then, something unexpected. He sniffs the air. His eyes fall on the alcove. And he stops. Just stops. He grunts once, low, neutral, then backs away, slowly, deliberately. Everyone freezes. He left, Maya breathes. No challenge, Harris says. She won. The rogue male vanishes into the trees. Luma turns back. She doesn't roar, doesn't boast. She just lowers herself, gently curling around her children. And for the first time since labor began, she closes her eyes. But the danger isn't over. The weaker twin still hasn't fed, and if it doesn't by nightfall, everything she fought for could be lost. Time is running out. The stronger twin sleeps soundly, belly full, nestled against Luma's chest. But the second, still too weak to feed, lets out a thin, wheezing cry. Its tiny limbs twitch, then fall limp again. Maya stares through the scope, heart pounding. If we don't get that baby warmed and fed soon, it's over. In the command tent, Harris paces like a caged animal. Every second of hesitation cuts deeper. We intervene now. But how? Eli fires back. She just went toe-to-toe with a rogue male and won. You think she'll let us take her newborn? No, Harris says, but she might let me. It's a long shot, but Harris is the only human Luma has ever trusted. For years he fed her by hand, nursed her through a leg injury, and was there the night her first baby died. If anyone has a chance, it's him. Maya grabs a thermal blanket and a bottle of emergency formula. She's going to see that as a threat, which is why I'm not bringing it in. Harris pockets the bottle, tucks the blanket into his vest and zips it tight. Nothing in his hands, no sudden movements, just him and the memory of trust. As the gate clicks open, the entire team goes silent. Harris steps into the clearing. The air is thick with tension. Every eye, human and animal, is locked on him. Luma hears the gate. Her head snaps up, pupils narrow. She rises slowly, deliberately. No roar, no charge, just watching. Harris stops 10 feet away. He kneels, hands flat on the earth, palms up. Hey girl, he whispers. You remember me? Luma tilts her head. Her body stays between him and the twins. I'm not here to hurt them, he says gently. I just want to help. A gust of wind rolls through the clearing. Leaves scatter. Luma's fur ripples. Then she steps sideways, revealing the weaker twin barely breathing. Harris doesn't move. He waits. 1 breath, 2. Then Luma does something that makes the entire sanctuary hold its breath. She nudges the smaller infant forward. Just an inch, just enough. A silent offering. Harris crawls forward on hands and knees, barely breathing. He reaches the baby and gently wraps it in his vest. Luma watches, expression unreadable. The second, the child is secure. Harris backs away slowly, never turning his back. The moment the gate closes behind him, the team bursts into action. Maya snatches the baby, cranks the warming unit. Eli preps the oxygen. 2 minutes later, movement. A twitch, a gasp, then a weak but steady cry. The room erupts. Back in the enclosure, Luma watches from a distance. She curls around the remaining twin, holding it tighter now. She didn't lose both, and somewhere deep in her ancient memory, she knows she trusted the right human. The incubator beeps softly. The weaker twin, swaddled in thermal fabric and nestled under infrared light, now breathes with steady rhythm. Tubes deliver warmth and nutrients, eyes shut, chest rising, fighting. Maya wipes away a tear. She's got a chance. 3 days have passed since the rescue. Luma remains calm, focused. She nurses the stronger twin in the alcove, no longer pacing, no longer scanning the tree line. Something has shifted. The moment Harris returns to the enclosure edge, Luma sees him. She doesn't growl, doesn't rise, just looks. He lowers to a crouch and sets something down in the grass. A familiar bundle. The blanket. The one she wrapped around her first infant years ago, before it died. Harris walks away. An hour later, cameras catch her dragging it into the nest, beside her baby. She remembers everything, Maya says quietly. Back in the nursery, the second twin, nicknamed Hope by the staff, is gaining strength. Her vitals are improving. The team discusses when and how to reintroduce her, but everyone's nervous. What if Luma rejects her? What if the bond doesn't survive the separation? Day 7. The gate opens. The infant carrier is set down near the edge of the enclosure. No one enters, no tricks, just patience. Luma appears from the tree line, the stronger twin nestled against her side. She stops, stares, then steps forward. Her nostrils flare. A low sound hums from her throat. She circles the carrier, leans down. Hope squeaks. Luma's posture shifts. She grunts, softer now, bends lower, reaches inside, and lifts her daughter into her arms. The sanctuary staff collectively exhales. She holds both babies now, one on each side, balanced, complete. The video spreads fast, millions of views in hours, headlines around the world. Gorilla mother accepts twin after human rescue, rare twin survival sparks. Global awe maternal instinct knows no boundaries. But for the team, the attention doesn't matter. What matters is what they witnessed. The standoff, the decision, the trust, the miracle. In the following weeks, Luma thrives. She allows zookeepers closer. Lets Maya observe feeding sessions. She seems less guarded, more open. Even the sanctuaries. Oldest male, once distant, sits near her at dusk, watching, guarding, and the twins growing fast. Hope takes longer to climb, but she's first to laugh. The stronger one, nicknamed River, follows her everywhere. The forest alcove becomes a place of legend inside the sanctuary, the spot where life almost ended and began again. At year's end, the sanctuary releases an official statement. The survival of both infants is a milestone, not just for conservation, but for compassion. It reminds us that nature is not only ruthless, it is resilient. And sometimes when we show animals trust, they return it in ways we never imagined. On the anniversary of their birth, the gates remain closed for 1 hour. No cameras, no crowds, just Luma, River, Hope, and the quiet, breathing forest. She was supposed to choose one. Nature said she couldn't save them both. But Luma didn't listen to nature. She listened to something deeper, instinct, memory, love. And when a human offered help, she made the hardest decision a mother could make and changed everything. If this story moved you, share it. Comment your thoughts. What would you have done in Luma's place? And don't forget to subscribe for more animal stories that prove just how powerful a mother's love can be.